Guys, it's not the end of the world. We're going to see negative news in the market. We're going to see negative things happen to every position that we own, right? We've all been a part of it, and it's not a bad thing. But bad news does come. And while that bad news comes, it really depends on how you decide to deal with it, on whether you actually make money in this investment um, or make money in the markets in general, honestly. So I want to talk to you about where XRP is right now, the compounding bad news that we are seeing, but also the light at the end of the tunnel as we get to the end of this video. So if you guys could, make sure you hit the like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit the notification bell for more of these videos. Also, make sure you check out some of the links down below. It does help out the channel. And if you guys want to check out my link for Patreon or Twitter, those links are in the description. Now, one last thing, I have a link for BTCC. If you guys are interested in that platform, it honestly is a very good platform. I've had no problems with it, no issues with it. Yes, the leverage trading side of it with the market fluctuating hasn't really been the best because anytime you have a high leverage, it totally gets eaten up by the downside that we've seen in the markets. But BTCC is the platform. If you use my link, you'll get a 10% deposit bonus. You can get extra bonuses up to $10,055. Enjoy up to 40% lower trading fees, and you can trade all the way up to a 500x leverage with no KYC or VPN that is required. There also is a giveaway going on until January 31st, so make sure you guys sign up, you deposit, and you trade anything within that time frame now and January 31st, and you will be entered to win 375 USDT. And it'll go out to two different winners. So you have a surprisingly very, very good chance of winning a free $375. But go ahead and check that link out. It will be at the top of the description. Now, again, there are many questions that come across my comment section, my chats, where people are asking, look, is this it for XRP? Because I'm seeing a lot of negativity in the markets and in the news. And when you think about it, anything that has any type of popularity, for articles, for different news outlets, it would be wise for them to feed off of the negativity and positivity, anything that they can have. So if it's a negative market, they're going to add to that negativity to maybe even add to the drop in the price, which then gives them another article to write. But you're going to have bad news, and it's how you decide to deal with it on whether you're going to be able to make money in the end, because whether you're patient or not will tell you if you're going to make money or not. So anyways, let's see where XRP is right now. XRP currently stands at a $1.88 price. It is down by 2.65% in the last month. If we look at the last week, it's down by 11%. In the last 24 hours, it's down by 2.45% from a $1.93 to where we are at a $1.88. Now, as we go along in the day, it will look like it is up as long as it does stay at these levels. But seeing the compounding negativity doesn't make me think that it's just going to stay at the levels that it's at right now. But we are seeing $3.44 billion in volume, which is up about 14% over the last 24 hours, which I can't say is the best thing in the world, because when you have a negative day and it's up, volume is up by 14%, that means you have a lot more people that are selling, a lot more people that are not believing in this play or seeing it as a benefit to their portfolio. You are looking at a circulating supply. I believe there was an increase where you have 60.78 billion, so getting closer to that 61 billion coin supply. The max supply being 100 billion that's there. So me, like I've said before, I'm very patient. I try to be as patient as possible no matter how much negative news that I see. Speaking of negative news, you have XRP. XRP erases January gains as Trump tariff threats spook global markets. And I've seen obviously the conversation about what's going on in the world today, but you saw where XRP was versus where XRP is right now, right? We look at it, let's give it a year out look, and we could see that it was at that $3.60 mark. But even more recently, couldn't think of words, It was at a $2.30, $2.40 price, but now back down to a $1.88 price. So what's really going on? XRP early January rally almost vanished in a matter of days as Trump's latest tariff warnings shake the global markets. Just to understand, January, it's, only 21 days in. So yes, we've seen a decent amount of gains, but that also happened in a short period of time. While we're looking at this negativity that's happening in a short period of time, Ripple's XRP price traded at $1.89 Tuesday, down about 5% over the past 24 hours, back to levels seen at the start of 2026, which technically it still is the start. The XRP price drop followed U.S. President Donald Trump. New tariff threats against several European countries over Greenland, a move that sparked a sharp pullback across stocks, commodities, and major cryptocurrencies. The token has now lost more than 20% of its early January peak, around $3 or $2.35 to $2.40. That run had briefly pushed XRP into the spotlight as one of the strongest performers in the first week of the year. So obviously the tariff tensions and maybe some other things are adding to or trade tensions and tariffs and things that are going on there are adding to the negativity that we see for XRP. But that is not all, right? Maybe people have reactions with that, but then you also have reactions to the actual market and liquidations and things of that nature that's going on with XRP. So even further bad news. XRP risks deeper fall as spot XRP ETFs record largest ever outflow. So XRP coin faces heightened downside risk following massive outflows from spot XRP ETFs amid a risk-off sentiment in the broader crypto market. It marks the second net outflow as sorry, I thought I read that wrong. Marks the second net outflow as analysts and on-chain data highlighted bearish signals. So spot XRP ETF records $53.3 million in net outflows. The United States listed spot XRP ETFs recorded their second net outflows of, are they trying to say second largest? Second net outflows of $53.3 million, according to So Value, reported on January 21st. The outflow primarily comes from Grayscale GXRP ETF, which saw $55.39 million in redemptions. Meanwhile, Franklin's XRPZ recorded $2 million in inflows. So total, you're looking at about $53 million in outflows. So that's not necessarily the best news to see any type of outflows, right? Seeing these single ETFs really do have a major effect on those positions itself. I'm a big fan of overall ETFs where you're investing into the broader market. And once you do have those broader market ETFs where you're looking at top 5, top 10, top 25, and a lot of money that's going into those, you'll start to see a little bit more consistency in the market rather than going, somebody's treating this as just an investment, not as a long-term, retirement investment, right? Not just a short-term or what they would consider long-term, but I would consider shorter term when you're looking at a retirement type of investment, like 10 years, 20 years, 30 years. By tax definition, it's long-term, but by anybody else's definition, especially in the crypto world, crypto space, it's pretty short-term there. But as you see that, you would expect to, see inconsistencies there because it's happening right before your eyes. Inflows, outflows. People are not in it for the long haul, even though historically ETFs, you would be in it for the long haul. And I think once you start seeing those all-encompassing ETFs, things change. So I think if we had to sum this all up, yes, there's negative news. Yes, there's outflows in ETFs. Yes, there's the trade wars and tariffs that's really flowing or making a lot of this negativity flow. But when we look at the light at the end of the tunnel, that light at the end of the tunnel tells me that there is a lot more positivity and build up for cryptocurrency as we move forward. So if you are patient, if you are a person that's in it for more of the long haul, not necessarily just I want to gain $4,000 right now, or I want to gain double my money right now, you will see benefits in the end. But no one can tell exactly what's going to happen in the next month, what's going to happen in the next 2 months, and even maybe going to the next 6 months or a year, right? It's tough to say with all of the spotty positivity and the large amount of negativity that has a major effect on the market, right? A major effect on this cryptocurrency itself. So I mean, I'm very positive with what I'm going to gain for XRP, short term, long term, ultra long term, forever. But the short term portion is what has a lot of people worried. And honestly, I look at that definition and I'm like, what do I consider short term? Because I've had XRP for what is the tax definition of long term. So I mean, well, however you want to look at it. So let me know what you think about XRP and where things stand. Is this bad news? There's still some more bad news that's out there. I just didn't want to flood a bunch of bad news in this video. But not all bad news means it's a bad position. Guys, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell for more of these videos. Make sure you check out some of the links down below. It does help out the channel. Let me know if you hear a fan in the video, and you probably didn't hear it. Probably just sound like maybe a little bit of humming, or it's drowned out by what I have on my the edits for the microphone. So let me know, because I like the soothing sound in the fan. I'm that type of person, and it just makes me focus maybe a little bit better. But hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, check out my link for BTCC down below, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.